Or I can continue. Mr. Speaker,
Senator, please, you've already asked your question. Can we have the CS answer?
Mr. Speaker, on the Kangundo Road, I understood. Thank you, Senator Agnes. The Kangundo Road requires dualling. I understand what you meant. The congestion in Kangundo Road is making it impossible for those of you who operate from Machakos to come to work. Mr. Speaker, that discussion is ongoing on dualling that road. It requires significant resources, but we are now at the design stage. Hopefully that design will lead to the proper construction. Number two, Mr. Speaker, is that on the Malindi Airport, you know the question, leader, you know the question of the squatters that we are dealing with. That negotiation is ongoing to see how the squatters can be compensated before that can be sorted out.
Let the questions be answered first. Let the CS answer the question. Mr. Speaker, is in the process. Let the CS answer. One moment, yes. What is... You cannot raise point of order. Let him finish the question, then you can rise.
Mr. Speaker, on the question of Tala Oldonyo Sabuk Road, it's an ongoing contract, Mr. Speaker, that connects Tala to Thika Road. It is 40% complete. This connects Majakos to the Karisa Road, and it was awarded in 2020 for a contract sum of 1.4.
Yes, one moment, please. Cherargei, at this point, I will have to find you out of order. And I'm not trying... This is not a funeral. Okay. Senator Cherargei, I've actually shown you the dashboard.
Why don't you give him?
So, Senator Cherargei, at this point, I will have to ask you to leave the House. Please leave the House. Please leave the House so that we can continue with the business. Senator Cherargei, we've heard you. Please leave the House. CS, my apology, please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, I left this House maintaining very high level of dignity. And I think that should be kept because we really trust and treasure you as a leadership. And we appreciate your work you're doing. Mr. Speaker, so I was answering, I know there is my colleague, Senator CS Ababu, and I've taken so much of the time, Mr. Speaker. On the road of Garissa, I said that the Tala Oldonyo Sabuk Road is ongoing. It's 40%. It suffers the same fate with other roads in the country. 40% of the road is complete. It has a pending bill. It was awarded in 2020. We are working also together to make sure that that is completed. I think, Mr. Speaker, I don't have any other... On the question of my chair, the chair of the committee, Senator Karungo, you should be helping me to make sure that people don't exaggerate the compensation they need. It's just to become prompt and adequate so that we don't have problems where projects are pending forever. We should borrow from the example of Senator Wambua and a few places in the Mau Mau routes where people allowed us to complete the road as we work on the compensation, which I think it includes the road you are talking about. We will make sure that we compensate the citizens because we are enjoying the benefit of the road that is herein constructed. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Bwana CS. At this point, we have concluded the question time. CS, I want to thank you for your time and for the answers that you've given to the House, and to wish you all the best in your work. I think I will not add too much on that. We wish you were still in this house, but we also are happy where you are right now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bwana CS.
Thank you, sir. I thank you.
Honorable Senators, I would like to acknowledge the presence in the public gallery this afternoon, visiting delegation of lecturers and students from the Masai Mara University in Narok County. The delegation is in the Senate for one-day academic exposure. Honorable Senators, in our usual tradition of receiving and welcoming visitors to Parliament, I extend a warm welcome to them, and on behalf of the Senate and on my own behalf, wish them a fruitful visit. Thank you. Senator Narok, I thought he was here to welcome them. But Majority Whip, would you be as kind to welcome the delegation?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it gives me a lot of pleasure to receive, through my remarks, the delegation from the University of Narok. Only a few years ago, Mr. Speaker, we could only talk about the University of Nairobi. The exponential expansion in higher education in this country is evident of the fact that we are ready for Kenya of the next century. I would like to encourage the students and lecturers to work with us, because we are clear that it's not enough for us to get university education. We must only see the value on that education by making sure that at the end of the training, our children are placed in places of employment. I thank you, Mr. Speaker. Welcome.
Thank you, Honorable Senators. We have received communication from the CS Treasury that he's engaged and not able to attend today. And the questions to the CS Treasury Planning will be deferred to next week, Wednesday. CS Sports is here. So we are going to defer question number 67 and question number 74. We'll go straight to question question 70. CS Youth Affairs and Sports, welcome to the Senate. Thank you very much for attending. Can we have question number 70 by